Hi, this is Miho from Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental and physical health are good and fit. So today, my topic is about parenting. Be comfortable as a parent. So I totally relate to this because I have 3 kids who have totally different characters and talents. And parenting is something that you learn as you go. There is no manual that fit on every kids in the whole world. So you as an individual, you kind of go as you learn. So you're not really sure what you're doing is good or not. I think it's a lifetime lesson. And it will improve as you go through the experience. So I'm gonna share the 5 points that I've been following and actually been doing on my own, and which really helped. So, okay, let's dig in. So number 1, do not interfere too much the process of kids' growth. Number 2, you do the basic needs, which are eating and living and things you wear. And those basic 3 needs are met. The rest you just support. Number 3, do not worry or put too much pressure with the kids. Number 4, do not expect. Be in neutral state. Number 5, relax and spend lots of time to make yourself happy. So I'm going to explain what it means. So number 1, I said do not interfere too much the process of the kids' growth. So what it means is that because as a parent, as an adult, you could foresee what's coming. For instance, for the little kids, for getting into trouble, the little things. And when you do that, it's going to spill and it's spread everywhere, and who's going to clean? That's me. It creates a lot more work. Right? And you clean here, and while you're cleaning here, the kids are doing something else there and making a mess, right? So I totally been through that, and you want to avoid those unnecessary work, so you stop them, right? Don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And within the range of safe area, like for instance, pulling, say, the toilet paper until it's all gone, that sort of safe area, let them be. Because the small kids are massive curiosity creature, and they want to actually put hands on to find out what's going to happen if you do this. And of course, you protect them from the dangerous stuff. It's just a basic concept. But for their playing area, just let them be. Let them get dirty, or let them, experiment with the food, because that's how they know, because they have zero idea how it goes. And they want to figure it out. They want to feel it with their whole, 5 senses. And if you interfere too much by helping, you think it's helping, but actually what it does is to steal the opportunities for them to learn. So this is the example for the little kids, but that also go into the older kids, the teenage. And if you lay out everything for them, they don't need to think. They don't need to, plan the backup, plan A, backup, plan B, in case this thing didn't go. So let them be. If they forget something and they go, oh shoot, I forgot this, and maybe kids gets into trouble, or maybe it was okay without the things that they forgot, or they maybe encounter friends or somebody else who help, so that you really appreciate, the kids appreciate that situation, that people help. So they, and they learn, the process, and then maybe do it the same thing to the other kids, in the same situation. So you learn as you go, and just let them be. And when you interfere too much, it really steals the opportunities for them to learn. And when you nurture way too much, it will die. Meaning, like as a plant, when you pay too much, attention, it gets weaker. And for instance, the humans has its own strength. So just trust them. And like a plant, it will grow as long as you have the basic needs. Like for instance, the plant is the light, water, and the soil. For us, it's like a place to live, food to eat, and clothes to wear. So as long as you have those basic needs are met, the rest you just sit back and support. And then build a trust in that sense. And number 3 is, this is something, it's so important for the kids, so that you do not worry or being anxious with the kids. What it means is that the kids had something to them and they're already worried. They already have the anxieties and the troublesome thoughts. And when the parents come in and then start to worry with them, start to feel the anxiety with them, it makes the little worry a biggest, like totally like a snowball. And they get really panicky and they can't really, deal with that overwhelming. So you don't need to put a lot of pressure by worrying and, putting anxiety with them. They have enough amount to worry and feel the anxiety for. So as a parent, just sit back and listen. It's not that you ignore them. That's not what I mean here. It's more of you are there and support, but you do not, get right in there and worry together and I'm judging and pointing other people or, the environment that caused. And you give support in a solution if the kids ask for it. And then if the kids are so full of, emotions, they might not hear anything. So as soon as they're ready to hear, you might want to give some solutions, not the worries or anxieties. That's what I mean. So the kids will sense it if you're worried together and, they need a support. They need somewhere to release. So, you're not going through that experience. The kid is going through that experience. So you make that separation and be calm state. So number 4 is, do not put a lot of expectation. What it means is that stay neutral, meaning whether the result is number 1 or the worst one, that's fine. It just be neutral, meaning you focus more on the progress. So the kid, your child couldn't do this task, but now you did, maybe 8 out of 10. And that's the focus that you need to be. And the results, sure, it's nice to have, the first place or third place. That's wonderful. But the result really depending on the condition of that child or condition of the environment or condition of other participants and all those things, like it varies, or level of people who gather that event. So it really varies. And when you focus on the results, kids feel really pressured unnecessarily. So you focus on this progress. If the child couldn't go out to do certain things, but now your child did it, that's a big process. So that's where you focus on. And so when you put a focus on the result, it really put the pressure on you and to the kids. And you get really tight and pressured, so you cannot really perform the way you used to. So it really get into the vicious cycle. So just stay neutral, First place, last place, that's okay. That's all neutral. Right? And then it's this process is the important. That's what makes the person grow. And the result will come with it. So last one is to relax and make yourself happy. Spend a lot of time to make yourself happy. And the kids are very sensitive to your energy, to your, mood. And so that as soon as when a parent look at the kids who are happy, what do you feel? You feel good as a parent. It goes vice versa. So when the kids see the parents are happy, they feel really stabilized. They feel really comfortable and really being trusted and safe. So create the environment of safe and comfortable. That's where the home's supposed to be. They come home and feel energized and feel, it just be stabilized in a safe place to recharge, right? And so that it's important that you stay in that zone so that kids will look at you being happy, and that makes the kids happy and stabilized. So spend a lot of time to make yourself happy, and then the rest really runs really smoothly. So I kind of jumbled back. That's what I've been doing, and it's been good. And you trust the kids who already have the strength to grow. Of course, you want to give, help and all that, but just sit back and relax and support when they need it, and give them a good, comfortable, and a safe place. And then they can go out, to the war zone, and they really try hard. And then maybe they get, bad days, and they come back and they recharge and they do it again. So it's like a plant that they do have a strength to grow as long as your basic needs are met. So trust them, and you don't need to mold them because they already have their style. It's like a seed. If you're a seed of rose, you will become rose, and you don't need to interfere to be something else like you are, or somebody else that person, right? So you just trust what they have already and just let them grow. And that way you don't interfere, or you don't, crush their abilities unnecessarily. And you feel better, and kids feel better too. That means you have a good relationship as well. Okay, so take care. Hope that helped, and I hope to see you in the next video soon.